about a nurse.
Nurse is doing everything she can to get locals vaccinated.
We heard there's one woman, as they say, doing the Lord's work.
Coming back to our saga of COVID-19 that has disproportionately affected the Blacks and minorities, both financially and in terms of the, I'm sorry, I think I'm having a little, all right, hold on a second. All right, as you see that the disproportionate financial burden on the Blacks and minorities, and then you see the number of COVID-19 cases and the deaths are also disproportionate. And here is the numbers, from East Baton Rouge Parish, where we actually generated this massive effort in the community, where you see 25% completion among the Blacks and 62% completion. And this is the clear disparity that we noticed. And that's when we started the program with Carla and with the leadership and COVID Crusaders. And here we have 35% vaccination initiation and almost close to 35% completion. So this obviously is an effort by Carla and the Cannon Hospice COVID Crusaders that went door to door into their homes, into their neighborhoods, and giving vaccination. And that has really improved or perhaps bridged the disparity in the healthcare setup. And the intent is to build the herd immunity. As you may have heard about the herd immunity, you need at least about 70 and maybe 80% people either infected or vaccinated, or both, a total of both. And we are not very close to that, but I believe we are up to like 25% as of today. And the numbers are going up, and that's very encouraging. And throughout the world, there's more than 600 million people that are vaccinated. And America certainly leads in that regards with at least about 125 million people getting vaccinated. There is a vaccination at the rate of 3 million per day. So you can imagine that massive amount of response in trying to get the COVID-19 behind. And as you see here, the picture of United States going way down as the vaccination numbers are increasing. And you also see the France, which has shut down Paris, I believe. Now you cannot go to Eiffel Tower. So that situation of a spike in COVID-19 is prevented because of the efforts of this vaccination attempt. And as you see that the credit also goes to the news media. They're the ones that brought this situation to the forefront. WBRZ and Carla's story in multiple places, including, to begin with, the New York Times. Carla, you're right. At your age, it is the vaccine or the grave. Obviously, I think, Carla was recognized on CBS and MSNBC and then other news media channels. And essentially, I think even Vice President Kamala Harris zoomed in to congratulate the effort of Carla Brown and our team. And that is a sense of great accomplishment in my lifetime to see Carla, take the leadership and get something done to get rid of this pandemic. And that's a very significant accomplishment in the history of Canada. And I believe it's not just the door-to-door or vaccination at home, but perhaps we may need Johnson & Johnson one and done story, where you have one shot and they'll hopefully will take care of you. Protection of, I believe it's 70 to 80%. And by the way, if anybody in New Orleans wants to get the Johnson & Johnson shot, they are being given at convention center. So I want you all to spread the word. So if somebody wants, because I've seen in the past, there's some people requested J&J Johnson & Johnson shot, and that is available at convention center. So there's something, for you guys. Where we began with 41% vaccination, rate, with a disparity of versus 77%. And unfortunately, I think, the segment that I'm very concerned is the 18 to 29 years of age. And of course, one of my son is in that, and then he went and got his vaccination as a college student. And this is exactly what bothers me, where we may be having a premature celebration, like on the Bourbon Street a month ago. Could you imagine these people, probably hardly any people with the masks, but crowds. And look at this one. It's like the spring break with absolutely no concern for COVID, and that is of a serious concern. But hopefully that we pump these numbers on a daily basis, and maybe that would come to be a reality without sickness. So that is the intent. And to end, I want to reiterate choice statement: in the end, the battle will be won or lost by communities. Obviously, this is the communities that's going to wipe COVID-19, and not the hospitals or the doctors. So